everyone, and welcome to Sinful Gaming. We've got another battle report for you. 2,500 points of Cities of Sigmar, which I'll be playing Scourge Privateer focused, of course, versus Ogor Mawtribes. This time, though, it's going to be Beastclaw Raiders focused. I've got Ryan here today. He's going to be playing with his Beastclaw Raiders, and yeah, let's get into this. We're going to be playing Forcing the Hand, a scenario out of Generals Handbook 2020, one of the brand new ones that's come out with that Generals Handbook. It's probably my favourite scenario now, which is pretty cool. And yeah, we'll get into showing you the armies. So here we have 2,500 points of Cities of Sigmar. Of course, we are taking the Charwind Beast Hunters Battalion as the core of our army. We've got 40 Scourge Privateers, 10 Scourge Privateers, and 40 more Scourge Privateers, 3 Scourge Runner Chariots, and a Charybdis, led by a Fleet Master, and they make up the battalion. Fleet Master is also going to be our general. He's going to have the Warlock command trait, meaning he's a wizard, and we're going to give him the spell Sap Strength. Also, to go along with him in the hero department, we're going to have a sorceress. She's going to have the asphyxia sensor, and I should mention he's also going to have the Drake Scale Cloak, the general there. We've then got another sorceress, and we've also got a light battle mage. We're then going to also be taking 10 Dread Spears because sorceress needs sacrifices. We've got a War Hydra up the back, and we've got a Free Guild general on Griffin, this guy right here, and he's going to have the Rage Blade from the Realm of Fire. I forget the proper name of it. We all know that it's the only realm artifact you can take now, so we all know the name of it. Then we're going to have 6 Demigryph Knights as well. And we're also going to be taking the Umbral Spell Portals, and that's going to be 2,500 points of Cities of Sigmar on the nose. Alright, Ryan's going to lead us through his Beastclaw Raiders army. What have you got here?
Alright, first up I took the Earlbad Battalion. So in that battalion I have 2 units of 4 Mournfang Cavalry, a unit of 2 Mournfang Cavalry, all with Gargant Hackers. I have a
Huskard
on Stonehorn, sorry. He is not taking any artifacts, but he is taking the Black Clouderhorn mount trait.
Cool.
I have the Stonehorn Beast Riders right next to them. He's going to be taking the Blood Vulture, not the chain that's represented there. I have a Frostlord on Stonehorn. He is going to be taking the Brand of Svard from the Boulderhead Mawtribe. He's also a Lord of Beasts. He has the Frosthoof Bull mount trait, and he's also my general. The Huskard on Thundertusk on next to him has Polarizing Hailstorm as its prayer, and the Rhymefrost Hide as the mount trait, and Alvagar Rune tokens as the artifacts. And then I just have a Thundertusk Beast Riders on the end.
Awesome. Well, that's 2,500 points of Ogor Mawtribes Beastclaw Raider focused. How many points do you come up to in the end?
2,500.
2,500 exact, so no one's getting a triumph. We're going to get into deploying, and we'll come back after the armies are deployed. So the scenario we're going to be playing today is going to be out of the Generals Handbook 2020, and one of the main 18 scenarios that there are. The battle plan we're going to be playing is called Forcing the Hand. Forcing the Hand splits the table up into 2 equal sections, 2 different territories for either player, and then divides them by a line in the center where you can't deploy near a certain range of your opponent's territories. Now, the interesting thing about this is there are 6 objectives on the table, and in your opponent's turn, you must select which one of the objectives will be your opponent's primary objective, effectively saying a come at me bro sort of thing, where you're nominating one of your objectives that you think you can hold, and your opponent will try and get that objective. Normally, objective points are worth 1 in this scenario. However, if your opponent manages to get the primary objective that you elect, they will get 3 victory points instead of 1. Draws are done as always, determining who has the most auxiliaries. We're going to ignore that. It's a friendly game between friends. We don't really see the need to have minor victories and draws be separated in that way. But as normal, game will last 5 battle rounds. Setup will be alternating, and the objective ranges are all standard in this. So let's get into the battlefield. And so this is what it looks like after deployment. Cities have chosen this side, and Ogres are deployed over there. What have we got in the cities? We've got the Scourge Runner Chariots hiding behind some Blackout Corsairs near some volcanic terrain. We've got one of the objectives there manned by a Hydra and a giant unit of 40 Scourge Privateers lining the front, screening a bunch of the army. They're the dual hand weapon unit. We've also got a general just behind there, a sorceress, the honoured retinue there, which is the 10 Dread Spears, who are also going to be getting sacrificed. So they're just there to absolutely die. Both sorceresses there as well. We've then got 40 Blackheart Corsairs, all with the repeater handbows back here, and a Battle Mage Realm of Light. The Charybdis with his Fell Gaze, so he's -3 bravery around him. The Frigate General on Griffin, and his Demigriffs taking over this flank. Terrain-wise, in the middle there, we've got some entangling terrain. We've got a piece of commanding. There's a piece of commanding there where the Cities of Sigmar General is sitting. Healing, giant piece of healing terrain here in the middle. And we've got a piece of deadly terrain and a piece of commanding at the back. Going through, though, Beastclaw Raiders, we've got 4 Mournfangs, Thundertusk, Huskar, Thundertusk Beast Riders, the General, the Frostlord on Stonehorn, 2 Mournfang. We've then got a Huskard on Stonehorn Beast Riders, and 4 more Mournfang taking up that flank. Beastclaw, or Ogor Mawtribes finished deploying first, so they get to choose who has the first turn. Whose turn is it gonna be?
I think they give it to you.
Cool. Cities of Sigmar, turn 1. So to start with, before anything begins, we're going to get an extra D3 command points for the Cities of Sigmar due to illicit dealings and the Crime Lord. So I'm going to get another 1 command point. So that's going to put me on 3 to start the game with. However, I've now also on a 4 up, I believe, going to get another command point from commanding, which I do. And then I'm going to get a command point for my General and the Adjutant being near each other on a 4 up, which I don't. So I'm going to get another 2 command points, putting me up to 4 to begin the turn with. Cool. Because this is forcing the hand, the Ogor Mawtribes have to pick a primary objective, and they're going to pick this one over here. Don't think my Demigriffs are going to get there. Well, not in any force that will matter, and probably expose myself too much, so I'm not probably going to go for that victory point place. So let's start off with some magic. Alright, so magic, let's get started. The Battle Mage here, he's going to put Files Protection on this big blob of Blackheart Corsairs, making them -1 to hit. Goes off just on a 5, so that succeeds. There are no ogres in range, and he hasn't brought any wizards anyway. So we're then going to do Mystic Shield with our General because he's a Secretive Warlock. So, fails. So then we'll try with the Sorceress here. She's going to attempt to cast Purity of Defense, which is a rung spell, which is effectively just another Mystic Shield, which she gets. So they've got reroll 1s to save. And then the other Sorceress, what does she want to do? She's not going to do anything. I don't think there's any extra spells she can really cast this turn. Don't really want to get the spell portal out while I don't know where he's going, so we'll leave it at that for the hero phase. We're going to go into Cities of Sigmar movement, and we'll come back after all of that's done. And so this is the end of the Cities of Sigmar movement phase. What have we had? The big unit of Scourge Privateers at the front has just advanced in the center, getting that objective and making it so they screen off this one here. We've had the Hydra and this smaller unit of Scourge Privateers here move up behind them on this flank with Scourge Run Chariots there. The General, the Adjutant, their Honoured Retinue, and the other Sorceress all advancing onto the Temple of Skull. And it's cool dude just, taking a thematic look out over the battlefield. He is still within 3 inch though, so, actually playing with the rules still. And then the 40 Corsairs moving up behind. They only rolled a 1 for their run, which was a little bit disappointing, but it's not worth really spending anything at this point. Charybdis moves up behind, not really wanting to get into combat with the Charybdis because he's all about that -3 bravery, which ogres don't like taking. Then the Frigate General on Griffin moving up behind his Demigriffs who get this objective. I'm going to get all 3 of my objectives. There's no shooting in range for the Cities of Sigmar, so it's going to be the end of my turn 1 here. So I'm going to score 3 victory points. So, start of the Ogre's hero phase. What do we get? We're going to get an extra command point due to being in commanding. Completely forgot you don't have to roll for that, so luckily I got it for the Cities of Sigmar anyway. Didn't matter, but then he's going to get an extra 1 for the battalion and an extra 1 for his first turn. So he can start with 3 this turn. So, prayer-wise, we're going to go, Winter's Strength?
Winter's Strength on the Frostlord because he's a Beastclaw unit.
Yep.
On a 3 up because he's got another Thundertusk nearby. Goes off. So he's got +1 to wound on his weapons.
Cool. Awesome. And that's the end for the Ogre hero phase. So they're going to go into movement, and we'll come back after all the movement is done. So, end of the movement phase, what have we had happen? So we've got the Mournfang moving up, consolidating on this objective over here. Worth noting that this one here is the Cities of Sigmar primary objective, so probably not getting taken this turn. At the back here, we've got a nice quarterback role for the Frost Lord, And we've got the, Beast Riders on Stonehorn and the Huskard on Stonehorn taking up the center atop the temple. These two Mournfang in the center, along with the Thundertusk Beast Riders and the Thundertusk Huskard, and the other Mournfang unit on the other flank. We've now got some shooting potentially to do. We'll measure some ranges and we'll come back. So we've got 2 Blood Vultures, one coming out of each Huskard there. They're both going to go into the Free Guild General on Griffin. First one, 2 up, mortal wound. Nope. And the other one, come on, get a mortal wound.
There
Good. 1 mortal. 1 mortal wounds. Awesome. So he's going to take a mortal. Any other shooting to go?
Potentially, yeah.
We'll measure up the Thunder Tusks and potentially maybe a pistol over there. Alright, so we're going to have a harpoon launcher here from this guy going into the Demigriff, so 4+ to hit. Misses. The other harpoon launcher from the Thunder Tusk into the Demigriffs as well. Misses as well. They got a pistol over here, and this has to go into the Blackheart Corsairs over here.
So 4+.
So 4+.
Nope.
Nope. And that's Beast Claw shooting for you. So we'll go into any charges potentially.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. We'll measure them up and we'll come back. And with that, there's not going to be any charges. It's not smart to charge these guys out into the Scourge Privateers. They're -1 to hit. They've got reroll save rolls of 1, and it potentially could not be the Ogre's turn next. So they're going to score 3 victory points, and we will go into a turn roller for priority, see who's going to get it. I've got a blue dice, so pick something different. I got a 6. You got a 6. I get to choose those. So I don't want to get double turned by Beast Claw. I've got to set up properly, so I'm going to take it with the Cities of Sigmar. Alright, so to start with, got to select a primary objective. Which one is going to be the primary objective?
The far corner again.
Far corner again, cool. Smart play, because those Demigriffs need to hold because they cannot afford to move off and expose themselves with that amount of Beast Claw coming at them. So let's go into the hero phase proper. So, start of the hero phase, we're going to gain a command point going up to 5, and then we're going to gain another command point because Harkin is still on commanding terrain, so we're going to go up to 6 command points, and another 4+, I get another one, which I do. I need another command point dice. I've got 7 command points. This is great. So let's go into magic next. So start of the hero phase, well, magic phase anyway, inside the hero. We're going to go fast protection on the big unit Scourge Privateers again. Doesn't get it. Oh, okay, that's not good. However, let's get the spell portal out. So we're going to go Sorceress here. She's going to sacrifice one of her dudes. So he dead. So you're going to get +2 to cast. Spell portal goes off on a 9. That's cool. We'll pop it down in a sec. So we place the spell portal down there and its attachment over there. The reason why we've got it there is we try to place it in between these 2 objectives here so they can sort of affect both objectives with the spell that we're now going to cast, and we're going to cast it on the Mournfang Vitriolic Spray. So this goes off on a 7. Doesn't go off. What a shame. However, then he will cast, Harkin here will cast, let's check whether he's in range. So Harkin here is not in range to use Sap Strength, so we're just going to go an Arcane Bolt into those Mournfang. Goes off on an 8, so that gets it. So 1 mortal wound on those Mournfang.
Because of the Realm of Light.
Yep, Realm of Light, so mystical for everything, so a 6 up.
Nope, takes a wound.
Takes a wound, awesome. And with that, that's going to be the end of the hero phase. We'll go into movement for the Cities of Sigmar now, and we'll come back after all of it's done. So, end of Cities of Sigmar, turn 2, movement phase, what have we done? So we've got that big blob of Scourge Privateers moving up the front, screening off the army, a Hydra behind them. Another unit of Corsairs just behind here. The Scourge Runner Chariots are moving up, as is the General and his cohort of other characters and retinue. The Battle Mage moves up over there. We've then got Charybdis, Free Guild General behind the front line of Corsairs and a big blob of 40 with their handbows, and the back there is a rear guard. The Demigriffs move completely within that terrain. That's going to put them on a nice 2-up armor save. And we're now going to go into shooting. So, Scourge Runner Chariots here are going to shoot into the Mournfang. We'll start with the Sergeant. He's going to hit on 2s with his harpoons, looking for 6s though because they're D3 mortals. 2 hits. And then the other ones hit on 3s. Once again, looking for 6s. That's going to be 2 D3 mortals, so they just go over there for now. And then wounding on 3s. 1 wound, so 1 at -1.
5 up. Nope.
Fails, so it's just going to be 3d3 damage. So 1, 2, so 6 damage. So...
I'll roll 5 there first.
Yep, 5 to see that dude who's in range of the terrain.
So I'll pass 2.
Pass 2, and then roll the other one. Failed.
Nope.
So 4 wounds so far. So he's on a wound left. We're then going to go into the 2 Corsairs, the sergeants at the back. Don't know why I did that. So these are going to hit on 5s with their crossbows. It's not too shabby. Could drop one here. And 4s. So 2, no range.
4 ups. Nope.
Failed them both. And then 6 ups from the terrain. And
Finally cocks it.
he's going to die. We're then going to shoot the Hydra next. So Hydra's going to shoot into the Mournfang as well. 6 shots, 3s to hit with his fiery breath. That's not too shabby. And 3s to wound. That's not too shabby either. 5 at -1.
So 2 go through.
2 go through. So another 2 damaged there. Cool. And I think that's going to be the end of the shooting phase. And we're not going to declare any charges this turn because we don't want to. That's... or do we? Do we? No, you know what? We're not going to declare any charges. I don't think it's beneficial for me to declare any. Or is it? Nah, it's not. So no charges to declare, and we'll go into Ogor Mawtribes turn 2. And we're going to have to make a battle shock test though.
Bravery 7.
Bravery 7, so they're not going to care. Cool. So going to Ogor Mawtribes turn 2 next. Just noting that actually we're going to have to burn a command point because they're actually going to lose D6 -2 due to being -3 bravery thanks to the Charybdis. Comes to the savior of me again. So yeah, Ogor Mawtribe's going to have to burn a command point because, yeah. So, Ogre time, we're going to make this the primary objective for the Ogres to try and get. Come at me, bro. And Hero Phase is going to gain a command point, no longer getting commanding because the general has moved away from it. So we're going to go into prayers next.
Alrighty, I am going to use the Pulverizing Hailstorm, if I can find it.
Cool. Pulverizing Hailstorm, so that will be from the Huskard over here.
Yeah, and because he is boulder head, he gets +1 to this, and because he's within 18 of another Thundertusk, he gets another +1.
Cool, so it goes off on a 2.
Yep. Perfect.
5 was waiting for a 1, but it's not.
So 18-inch range, pick a point. Anything within 3 takes D3.
Cool. We'll come back when we pick the point. So, Pulverizing Hailstorm, it's only going to get the Demigryph Knight, so they're going to take D3 mortal wounds for 2. And we're going to get a 6-up save against them, so thanks to the Mystical. And we don't save either, so we're going to take 2 wounds on the Demigryphs. So, and then we're going to go the Upper Prayer, Winter's Strength.
On a 3-up.
On a 3-up, doesn't go off. Cool, so that's going to be the end of the Ogre's Hero Phase. We'll go into movement and we'll come back after all of that's done. So, just a reminder, we're actually in range of healing terrain here, so we're going to roll a dice on a 6. No heals for those Mournfang there. They don't get none. Now, we're going to go back into movement, and we'll come back after all of that is done. So, end of the Ogor Mawtribes movement phase. We've had these 4 Mournfang hang back. That's mainly because the Griffin is over there, so, you know, he can jump over the terrain and threaten this objective if he leaves it unguarded. He'll probably deal with a Mournfang as well. So it's just a precaution to make sure that Griffin can't do anything sneaky and nasty. But otherwise, it's literally just move up so you're outside of 3-inch for the rest of the Ogor Mawtribes army. The Huskard and Frostlord over there on their Stonehorns getting ready to charge that flank. Mournfang in the center. And the 2 Beast Riders, Thundertusk and Stonehorn, and the Huskard on Thundertusk. Over here getting ready to charge. Those Demigryphs might be able to hold up to a decent amount of punishment. They've got a 3-up save and they're getting a 6-up after damage save thanks to the Realmscape. So we'll see what happens. We're going to go into shooting now and let's get some shooting going. Start of the Ogre shooting phase, we're going to go with the Blood Vultures. They're both going back into my Free Good General again. So 2+ for the first one. Yep, 1 mortal wound. And second one, 2 mortal wounds on him. So we're going to make some after damage saves though, because we're near terrain thanks to the Realmscape feature of the Realm of Light. So 6s, no, fails them both. So 2 means he's going to be bracketed. I'm pretty sure he's going to be bracketed anyway. He might be one of those weird ones that has like a certain amount of wounds. But we'll start with the pistol over here because it's the only thing in range are the demigriffs here. So let's go. Nope, misses. Why not? Let's just go all the pistols. Pistol in the middle here going into the demigriffs as well. Nope. And the pistol over here, what's that one going to shoot?
I just shoot the scourge privateers in the front there.
Yep, the front unit. So 4 up.
Nope.
Apparently ogres are just going yeehaw and shooting in the air. Cool, so the Thunder Tusk here, both its weapons are going to go into the Free Guild General. So we'll start with its harpoon, 4+.
Yes.
Hits, 3+ to wound.
Yes.
Wounds, cool. That's -1. No rend at all. So I'm going to have a 3-up save. Failed.
Yes.
D3 damage.
Is it D3 or 3?
D3 on the harpoon.
Yes, it is. D3.
For 2. And so we're going to make 2 after damage saves, 6-ups. Nope, fails them both, so it takes another 2 wounds. Then we'll go the chain trap, hitting on a 4.
Nope.
Misses. So this this Beast Riders as well, they're going to go into the Free Guild General on Griffin as well. So first shot with the harpoon, 4 to hit. Hits, 3 to wound. Wounds. So I've got a 3-up armor save. Passed. And then the chain trap on a 4. Misses. Cool. That's... Oh, and then we've got the Thunder Tusk shooting next. So we're going to use the Frost Wreath Ice. This one has to go on the Free Guild General on Griffin. So every 6 is a mortal wound. 1. Cool. So we'll make a after damage save, 6 up. Save that one.
Got it. Nice.
And then this guy here is going to use his Frost Wreath Ice, and it's going to go into this big unit of coursers at the front here. Now we're going to get +2 to this, so they're going to be 4 ups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Yep, 5. And we're going to make some after damage saves because we've got a ton of them near terrain. So 6s, save them. None. So 5 die.
All 5 from near the terrain.
That's going to be the end of the ogre's shooting phase. We're now going to go into charges. We'll come back after all of them have been done. So coming back at the end of charges, and we'll do all the mortal wounds from impacts after this, but both Thunder Tusk made it in, the Beast Riders on the Stonehorn made it in. These guys made a big charge, and so I actually hit the Free Guild General at the back there with a nice big 11. He failed a re-rollable charge. The Frostlord spent a command point to give re-rolls to him and the Huskard, and he failed a re-rollable 7-inch charge. But the Frostlord did make it in with a nice big 10, tagging the end of the unit, meaning the Hydra can't touch him, which is probably important. You know, Hydra probably won't kill him, but it could do some damage. So now we're going to go through and record all the impact hits. So what we're doing, we're just doing all of their impact hits together because they're all going to go on the demigriff. So it's going to be 22 dice on 4 ups, mortal wounds on 4s. So that's 1, 2. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cool, we need to make 12 6-up saves with the demigriffs. There we go, 12 6-up saves on the demigriffs thanks to the mystical terrain from the Realm of Light. We passed 1, so we take 11 damage from those impact hits there. Ouch. So now we're going to Mornfang. He's going to put all his impact hits on the Free Guild General, but they're only going to be 6s, so 11 6s. What have we got? 2 there?
Yep.
Cool, 2. I will make 2 after damage saves on the Free Guild General. 6 ups. No, neither. So he's going to go up to having taken 7 wounds. He's getting pretty damaged now. A beautiful, beautiful Free Guild General. So this guy over here, 10 impact hits into the Blackheart Corsairs at the front. And what do we got? We got 5. Cool, so we're going to have 5 after damage saves on them. So just calculated, there are enough models that we can remove so that I get the after damage saves on 5s. Dude, so 6 ups, save 1, so remove 4 Blackheart Corsairs from impact hits from the Frostlord over on that far side. Alright, so start of the combat phase, I'm going to elect to put some command points out. I'm going to do all-out defense on him and the demigriffs. Both of them are going to get reroll 1s to their saves. And I think that will be it. So first attacks are going to be from the Mornfang here. We're going to start with this one guy that gets to attack the Free Guild General on Griffin. So Gargan Hacker 4s to hit, I believe.
Yep. Nothing.
Nothing. Then his Mornfang will go in.
Also 4s.
4s to hit.
1.
1. And
3+. Yep.
he gets a wound through. So
1.
I'm going to be a 4-up armor save, re-rolling 1s. Of course, I roll a 3.
And 2 damage.
2 damage. So then 6s to ignore that. No. So take another 2 points of damage. I'm down to 9 on him. Then the other 2 Mournfang here, including the Sergeant, going into the Black Art Corsairs at the front there. So 4s to hit with their Gargan Hackers.
6 is a mortal wound because of the boulder head.
Yep. Because you're battalion.
Oh, battalion, sorry. Yeah.
Yep. So we're going to have a mortal wound in addition. Just put that to the side. And then 3s to wound.
1 goes through neg 1.
Negative 1. So I'm going to get a 6-up save against this. Somehow I get a 6-up save against Gargan Hackers. Cox. Come on. No. Goes through, so there's going to be 4 damage in total from them. 6s, or have I got enough models?
I've still got the tusks to go.
Yeah. So we'll resolve all that, because we'll see whether that's just dead or what. So the tusks. Hitting on 4s.
Yep, 6 is a mortal.
Yep, so that's another mortal wound. And then 3s. 2 more.
2 more at neg 1.
Negative 1. So we're going to have 6-up saves, which we saved 1.
2 damage.
And then 2 damage. So we've got 7. We'll come back and we'll work out if I get any after damage saves and what we can work out with this. Dude over here where we can take an after damage save. So we'll try it. 6 up. No, failed it. So 7 dead privateers. We'll take them away. We're going to do the attacks for the Demigriffs next. We're going to have all 3 of them go into the Thundertusk Beast Rider. So we'll do the Riders first. They've got their halberds. So they're going to be 3s. Cool. Wasn't particularly great. And 3s. So neg 1 to wound, so 4s. 2 at negative 1 on the Thundertusk Beast Rider.
It's okay, neg 1 to hit.
Yeah.
So, neg 1 you said, 5
Yep.
up. Got them both.
Saved them both. And then take 1 away. And then the Demigriffs, wanting some 6s here though. So it's neg 1 to hit, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, neg 1 to hit, not neg 1 to wound. Our mistake. So 4s to hit. And so that's 3. And then we're now going for 3s to wound, and 6s do a mortal wound in addition to normal damage. So go, no, just 1 at negative 1.
So 5 up. Yep.
Passed it. Cool. Your turn to pick something. So Frostlord on Stonehorn, is going to attack next into the Corsairs. So 4 attacks, 3s to hit, 3 hits, 3s to wound, 1 wound,
Neg 1.
neg 1, so 6-up save on the Corsairs. Nope, fails, so it's going to be 3 damage. Put them to the side for now. We'll go through with the rest of his profile.
So punches and kicks.
Punches and kicks.
3s. Oh, man.
And
Well, no, he's not part of the battalion. Yeah.
so
3s. Yep.
Yep.
No rend.
No rend, so it's going to be a 5-up save. Save that. Can't kick me.
Alright, 6 rock hard horns hitting on 3s because of the artifact in the battalion.
Yep. So 3s. This will be 1. And wounding on
3s as well.
Yep.
Oh, man. 2 on those.
They just go straight through.
And they are 3 damage plus the 1. So 4 damage apiece.
Cool. Keeping track of all this, and we'll remove them at the end of combat. And any other profiles to go?
The crushing hooves at d6 attacks.
Yep.
So 5. These hit on 3s as well. Cannot roll over there. Wounding on 2s. Oh, of course.
Oh, all right, and that's it for him, I think.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
that could have been a lot worse. We have, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 privateers dead. That's not going to be enough to see them off this turn. Right, so we're doing wound allocation here. I've taken 3 guys from here out. So that takes 3 wounds out of the pool. I then can now roll 7 feel no pains thanks to the terrain piece here. So 6s, none. So that's all of them dead, and then the other one dies as well. So I'm losing everything. So another 8 will get removed. So Frigga General on Griffin's going to go next. He's got the Incandescent Rage Blade. So his Sigmar Great Hammer, which is that. So we need 3s to hit. However, 6s become 2 wound rolls. Wow. All 1s. Wow. His Deadly Beak hits on 3s. Why are they the 2s? And then wounding on 3s. 1, -1, damage 2.
5 up.
No, 2 damage. And yep, because it's the dude that's not in, has to take him. And then we've got 4 attacks from his Razor Sharp Claws. 4s to hit. 3 hits. And 3s to wound. 3, -1.
5 up. Pass 1.
Pass 1, so another 4 damage.
We'll kill him, and I'll take the 2 Fenner Pains in the banner. No, 2 more.
No, cool. So Banner's going to take 2 wounds. So we're going to have the Huskard on Thunder Tusk going into the Demigryph Knights next. Start with the punches and kicks.
3s.
2 hits.
And 4s. 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
No rend.
I'll grab some dice. And so no rend, so they're going to be a 2-up, re-rolling 1s. Fine.
All good.
Reason why they're a 2-up, they're in cover, and the re-rolling 1s thanks to the command ability used on them.
So 4+ with the Colossal Tusks.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s, sorry.
There's 3.
Wounding on 2s. Oh, 2
2.
go through.
-1. So 3-up, re-rolling 1s. Of course I roll a 2.
And it's D3 damage.
D3.
For 2.
For 2. Cool. That's going to put a Demigryph on 3 wounds. And that's it for him.
Yep.
Cool. We'll go into my next activation. So the Charybdis is going to go next into those Mournfangs. So 4s to hit with his Fang Tentacles and Jaws. Hits 4 times. And then 3s to wound. 3 at -1.
5 ups.
Save 2, so that's 4 damage. Got to take those on the banner because you've already put wounds on him.
Yep, so 4 6 ups. Nope, he goes down.
So he goes down. We're then going to go the rest of the Charybdis. So he's got his clawed 4 limbs. 3s, hits once. 3s to wound, wounds again. So 1, -1, damage 1.
5 up.
Nope, so just a wound on him. And then we've got D6 lashing tail attacks. For 1, hitting on a 4-up, wounding on a 2. Wounds 1, no rend damage 1.
4 up, yep, 1 damage.
1 damage. And then the handlers, 4-ups, both hit. And 4-ups, 1, no rend damage 1.
4 up, got it.
Save that one. Finally save something with the Mournfang.
He's still alive.
So, going the Thunder Tusk Beast Riders next into the Demigryphs. What do we got? So punches and kicks.
Punches and kicks, I have 6 attacks hitting on 4s.
4 hits.
And they will wound on 4s. 3 wounds, no rend.
So these are 2-ups, re-rolling 1s. So they're saved, and re-rolling 1s, saved.
All good. And then 4 Colossal Tusk attacks hitting on 3s. Oh man.
2.
Wounding on 2s. -1.
-1, so 3-up, re-rolling 1s. Saved.
All good.
And then I'm going to go with my Pirates next. So we're going to go to the Pirates. We don't want to pile them in properly because otherwise we're opening up the channel in a double turn potentially for that guy there, and that is not something we want to happen. So we've got 5 guys there. We're going to get +1 to wound though. It's the first time I've ever got to use this battalion rule. So we are now, how many are left in the unit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Nope, so I'm not getting +1 to hit. So we're going to be 4s to hit. That's all right. And first weapon is 3s to wound.
Not so nice.
1 wound, no rend, damage 1.
3 plus save.
Watch me do a wound.
Got it.
No. And then the other weapon is 4s to hit. Nothing. Wow. I think we're playing a game of who can roll the worst. And now you've got your last Beast Rider to go in there. Rider can only get in with his 2-inch attack, so he's going to go his rock hard horns into the Demigryphs, hitting on.
So they hit on 4s.
Hitting on 4s because of the Beast Rider.
Yep.
Cool.
6 of the mortals though, in addition.
So 2 mortals.
Everything.
Hit with everything. Cool. That's probably the only good roll any of us have done all game. So there's 2 mortal wounds in addition, and then
3 is the wound.
Yep.
Nicely done. Right.
So 5.
And these are -2.
So these are going to be -2, which means they're going to be a 4-up save rerolling ones. And that is terrible. This needs to be a 4-up. Nope.
4 damage apiece.
4 damage apiece. Yep, that's going to be them removed just by that. Poor Demigriffs. They're dead. So, Battle Shock phase, Cities of Sigmar. We're going to spend a command point them from the General to keep them alive. On those, so that locks up that Frost Lord on Stonehorn over there. However, there was no hero in range to do Inspiring Presence on that Mournfang, and thanks to the Freakwood General on Griffin and the Charybdis, he was -4 bravery. So he decided he wanted none of this and went back to go eat in his Maw Pot. We're now going to go into priority. So I've got the blue, and I got a 4. You got a 5. Cool. Double turn for the Ogres, I'm going to say. This could be painful, but it's definitely going to make a game of it. So I'm going to get the next turn, aren't I?
No.
No? Cool. I tried. Double turn, Ogre turn 3 coming up. Cool. So this Huskard here is going to use Pulverizing Hailstorm. He manages to get it here, which will hit all these units here. So on a 2-up, it goes off.
It does.
Goes off. So D3 mortals on all these units.
On a 3+.
On a 3+. So we'll start with the Corsairs there, 3+.
Yes.
Yep.
D3.
For 1. We'll roll a 6 up there. Nope. Takes 1. So 1 privateer going to die. We'll then go on the Wizard. So on a 3+.
Yep.
Yep. D3 mortals.
For 3.
For 3. So 3 saves to make. On this guy. So 6s. Saved 1, so it takes 2. We'll then go the Retinue. So on a 3+.
Nope, went underneath. It's a 5.
5, so it goes off. D3.
For 3.
For 3. They're going to take 3. Or 2 to start with, actually. So 6 ups. Nope. And they're going to lose 3 guys. And then the General as well. So on a 3-up.
Yep.
Yep. D3.
For 1.
For 1. So he's going to try and palm it off first. Which he doesn't. And I'm going to take a mortal wound save on a 5. No, so he takes a wound. Cool. So he's taken 2. He takes 1. We lose 3 Dread Spears, which we'll lose. We've got to lose them.
Yeah.
Lose them, and then we'll lose 1 up there. And we've lost a pirate here as well.
Oh, good. And then I'm going to use the... Is it Call of Blizzard?
Call the Blizzard.
I think I know.
We're going to go Blizzard Strength.
So 3+ for this one at the moment. It does go off.
Goes off.
And it's +1 to wound on this guy.
On the Stonehorn. Cool. And that's the end of your hero phase. Yes, we'll go.
Yeah.
We'll go into movement, and we'll come back after all of that's done. Cool. So we've got 2 pistols here. They're both going into the Free Guild General on Griffin. First one.
4 up.
Misses.
No.
Second one.
No.
Both miss. Typical Beast Claw pistol shots there.
Good.
Cool. So next up, we're going to have the 2 Blood Vultures both going into the General. So we're just rolling at the same time. 2 ups, mortal wounds.
Oh, really?
Double 1s. No mortal wounds from Blood Vultures. Apparently the Griffin just goes, "Car, you don't want to screw with me. I'm a bigger bird than you." And yeah, they don't decide that they don't want to attack the Griffin.
Alright.
Next up, we're going to have the first Frost Wreath Ice. Or what are we going next?
I was just going to do the Harpoon into the General.
Harpoon into the General. Cool. And
4 up.
4 up.
Got it.
Hits.
3. Does not wound.
Does not wound. And the Chain Trap into the General as
Also,
well.
Yep.
4 up.
No.
Nope. Misses. So then we're going to have, where is this Harpoon and Chain Trap going?
Same target.
Same target. Cool. So the Harpoon gun into the General misses, and the Chain Trap into the General hits. 3 to wound.
Nope.
Doesn't wound. And now we'll go into all that Frost Wreath Ice. I'm pretty sure you're going to pick the big unit of Corsairs at the back.
All of it. Yep.
So you're going to go the first lot of Frost Wreath Ice. We'll do this guy first, just because I could potentially remove models from the unit if I wanted to. So 4 ups, mortal wounds. Wow, that's 2. 3.
4.
4? No, 4. Didn't see this one down here.
That was 4 too.
4. 4 mortal wounds. So we'll take 6 up saves on them. So, feel no pains, none of them. So 4 die. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And the second Thunder Tusk Frost Wreath, same target. 4s, that's much better. That's what, 6? Yep, 6 of them. So we'll make 6 Feel No Pains go on there. 6s, none of them as well. Cool, and that's going to be some more damage on them. And with that, that's the end of the shooting phase. So we'll go into charges next. You know what? Let's get these ones on camera. So this guy here, he actually needs to get a 5 because he's in entangling terrain, so it's -2. So 5 up on him.
He gets it.
6, so yep, he's going to get in just fine. Moo. This guy up here next.
Actually, I might go with this guy first, if that's okay.
Yep, we're going to go with this guy here. Cool, so let's see what he gets. 3, so he's only making the Charybdis at the current moment.
I will burn a command point to re-roll that, just to see what happens, because the Charybdis might not be what he wants to eat.
Yep.
5?
5, so he's only getting that Charybdis. He's getting the Charybdis.
He's going that way, though.
He wants to eat a Charybdis. He probably can get into the Corsairs at the back there with his pile in.
Possibly, I mean...
Yeah, we'll see what he does. So now we'll go with this guy, because it's pretty obvious where he's going.
Yeah, that's...
4.
It's more about a command point to re-roll that.
He's in 4.
Yeah, but I could still re-roll for the high damage.
Yeah, if you want.
Well, I've got no battle shock to take, because there's only a single unit model in
Yep,
there.
so you've got to re-roll, trying to be greedy. Now watch him roll a double 1 for being greedy.
Yeah, probably. Nah, 5's better.
5. Cool. So 5, and we'll put that behind there. So that's a 5, and he had 4.
Yep.
So let's record them. So the Huskard, anything but a double 1, pretty much. That's an 8. So yeah, he's going in and smashing.
He's going to go straight at your Hydra, though.
Cool. Going to go straight for the Hydra. Awesome.
Because your bases are only an inch wide.
I'm more than an inch back, though. Here's what we look like at the end of the charge phase. We'll now go through and start doing all the mortal wounds. So we've got 6 of them going into the general here.
On 4s.
So 3. So 3 after damage saves needed. 3 6-ups coming at you. Nope, didn't pass a single one. So he's taken 12 damage so far. He's hurting a lot.
5 with the Charybdis.
5, and then you can do the 4 as well. So you got 9 in total.
Oh, I can do that.
9 in total. 4 ups on the Charybdis. There's no saves from these, but he only takes 3.
3.
Cool. I can live with that. So he takes 3, and then we've got an 8 over here. So 8 4-ups. These are just dead pirates. So what is that? 6. Cool. And we'll remove the pirates, and we'll come back with the start of combat. So the Hydra is over an inch away from that stone horn there. So all the 1-inch attacks are going into the pirates at the front, and the 2-inch attacks, which are the horns and hooves, I believe.
No, just the rock-hard horns.
Just the rock-hard horns are going into the Hydra. So we'll start with all the stuff not going into the Hydra. So start with anything going.
Punches and kicks, we have 3 attacks.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s.
All hit.
3. Wounding on 4s. Just 2.
Just 2.
No rend.
No rend. Cool. So we've got a 5-up arm save. Don't pass either. So damage 1. It's going to be 2 pirates removed.
And then the crushing hooves have d6 attacks.
Yep.
For 5.
This is probably those pirates dead, unless he rolls that butt.
These hit on 3s, ordinarily.
Yep.
Yes, no, they do hit on 3s, sorry, actually. These horns hit on 3s now as well. So 3s with 6s are mortals.
Yep, so 1 mortal wound in addition.
And 2s. So 3 at neg 1. No, neg 1, sorry.
Neg 1. Cool, so I do get a 6-up save. Watch me roll 3 6s. No. How much?
3d3 plus 3.
So roll 2 not 1s. Well, wait. 3d3 plus 3.
Yep.
That doesn't matter. Don't even bother. They're dead. So his last weapon profile, the horns, they're 2-inch reach, so they can go on the Hydra behind. So
it's 6 attacks, hitting on 3s because of his artifact.
like the look of that.
Wounding on 3s. So 2 go through at -2.
So I've got a 6-up save with the Hydra. Saved 1.
And it's 4 damage.
So I am going to get 4 after damage saves from being near terrain there. Which I don't pass any. So I take 4 wounds on the Hydra. Cool. So Frigga General and Griffin is going to go into the Huskard on Thundertusk in case he gets murdered. So 4 to hit with his Great Hammer. Do I want to spend a command point? No.
Got enough.
No, I might need them for later. So no, I'm not going to spend a command point. So 4's to hit. Hit twice. Cool. Can live with that. 3's to wound. 2 at -2.
So he's got +1 for being in cover.
No, he doesn't. He's a monster.
He is too, never mind. Sorry, it's my bad. So 6 ups.
Nope. So he's going to take 2d3 damage for 5 damage.
And then 6 up Fear No Pains because of the terrain. Which he doesn't take.
So 5 damage so far. Then going to go his beak. So 2 attacks.
Still at -1. So
Yep, both hit. And 1 wound. -1, damage 2 now.
5 up.
Saved it. And then we've got his talons, so down to 3. Hitting on 4s, 1 hit. And 1 wound, -1, damage 2.
Did 6s do anything with him?
No, not with him.
No, 5 up. Yep.
Saved it. Cool. Go into the next combat. So we're going to go with the Stonehorn Beast Riders into the Charybdis. And so he's getting +1 of wound thanks to the prayer.
So 4+ with his punches and kicks.
So 4 hits and 4+ again.
3+ because of the +1 of wound.
Yep.
So 2 at no neg.
Cool. He gets an extra 1 through. So no neg, so we're going to be a 4-up save. Saved 1, take a damage. And so next up,
we have the Rock Hard Horns. 6 attacks. Hitting on 4s. 6s are mortals. So 3 mortal wounds there to begin with.
Yep. And they all hit.
Wound on 2s now.
So there's a couple of one.
4 at -2.
4 at -2, so these are 6-up saves. Nope. All for
4, 8, 12, 16 damage.
That's a dead Charybdis. Ouch. Well, it doesn't really matter where we go now because he can only go into there. And so, yeah, I might as well go the Hydra. So, the Hydra, he's taken 4, so he's dropped an attack. So he's got 5 attacks now with his heads. Where are we doing? We'll do this here. So 4's to hit, 3 hits, and 3's to wound. 3 at -1 on the Huskard.
5 ups. Passed 1.
Failed 2, so D3 damage each. For 5. And there's no terrain. No, he's just within an inch of terrain there.
He's a Stonehorn, so it's 5 up.
Alright, so he gets his 5 up anyway, so 5 up. So he's going to take 3 points of damage so far. We'll then have his 2 clawed forelimbs, 3s, and 3s. 1 at -1, damage 1.
5 up.
No. And then 2 handlers, 4s. Well, they both hit. And 4s, 1, no rend, damage 1.
4 up. That's where I'd fail. And then the 5 up. No, it takes
Yeah, handler, got one. Just poked it in the eye, good. Your turn to go with this Thundertusk, going into the general, I'm assuming.
I'll use the Huskard first, just because he's there. Where are we?
So the Huskard next, this guy here. 3 attacks.
Hitting on 3s, this is punch and kicks.
Yep.
2. And 4's to wound. 1. No rend.
No rends. And I rolled it off the table like a pro. So no rends, so 3 up saves it.
All good. And then the Colossal Tusks have 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s.
1.
Yep, that's about right. Wounding now, because he's taken 5 wounds on 3s. Nothing.
Cool. My next activation. Do I have anything that can activate actually? I do not, because they're just outside of 3. And they're outside of 3 and all of that. Yep. So it's just going to be straight into your next Thundertusk.
Alrighty.
So we're going the Thunder Tusk Beast Riders next into the Free Guild General on Griffin. 6 punches and kicks.
Hitting on 4s.
Well, they're punching and kicking him good.
No mortal wounds because they're not part of the battalion.
Yep.
Wounding on 4s.
2.
2 at no rend.
No range, so 3 up. Saved them both.
And then 4 attacks with the tusks, hitting on 3s.
Yep. 3 hits. Wounding on
2s at the moment because they haven't taken any wounds.
Oh, yeah.
So 3 at -1.
3 at -1. This is a 4 up. Ting, ting, ting.
Nice.
Cool. He survives another day. Lives to fight another day, and I've got the next turn, so that's good. That's going to be the end. Battle Shock. These guys here, we're just going to spend a command point. They're not going anywhere. And now it's going to be Seas of Sigmar turn 3. I need to pull a rabbit out the hat, I think. So, start of Cities of Sigmar turn 3. This is going to be the primary over here. There is no way I'm getting that primary. So, at this point, it's looking pretty bleak. I need a double turn. I think, like, I just need to shoot him, then shoot him some more, and have really good shooting. So, we'll see how this goes. I'm going to get an extra command point for the turn. I'm going to get another one for the commanding terrain still. So that puts me back up to 5. And then on 4+, I'm going to get 1 for my adjutant being near the general, which I do. So I'm back up to 6 command points. I like this game. 6 command points. Cool, that's good because I need every single one of them this turn. So to start with magic, we're going to put fast protection on the big... Or actually, no, we're going to put fast protection on the Free Guild General on Griffin. Let's see if we can make him survive. So that goes off on a 10. Cool. So he's -1 to hit. We're then going to do... So he's going to do sap strength on him. So that goes off on an 8. So you're -1 to hit on him. Sorry, -1 to wound with sap strength. And then she's going to use Word of Pain. So that's going to go on him as well. Doesn't go off, even if I sacrifice someone. And then she's going to cast Vitriolic Spray through the Umbral Spell Portal at him, and I'm going to sacrifice a dude to do so. It's going to give me +2 to cast. Goes off. Good. He's got no armor save. That's important. So that's the end of the hero phase. So he's going to be -1 to hit. He's -1 to wound. He's got no armor save. Alright, so it's up to movement now. We'll come back after I've done all the moves and stuff around the table. So we've got volcanic terrain here. We'll roll for it. Doesn't go off. Nice and exciting there. I've got to do that. So in the movement phase, we've just got all these guys moved up. They're all in range, ready to unload on him. Move the chariots up, sort of screened our flank over there with those Corsairs. They're all still in range, so we're going to pile as many shots into that guy as well as we can. But let's get into the good stuff. Let's get into the shooting phase. So start of the shooting phase, we're going to put reroll 1s to hit on them and the chariots. So that's going to be cool. And we'll go into proper shooting. We'll start with the Corsairs down here. So Corsairs here, all going to unload into this guy. So we need to roll over here with some space. So the Sergeant is going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Of course, he rolls a frickin' 2. The rest of them, all of this, we're hitting on 3s. +1. Oh no, sorry, 4s, yeah. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. So we'll put all the 4s back in the container and we'll come back after this. And so re-rolling 1s, that's good. And then because you're a monster and I'm in the battalion, I'm going to get +1 to wound. So I'm going to be wounding on 3s. And we'll come back with how many that is. So that was 30 wounds. No armor save. So he's just got his 5 up, feel no pain. So we're rolling 15 at a time. Let's see if he even survives the first lot.
He does.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to mean 10 wounds so far. And then roll it again. You need to pass like
Oh, yeah, 12.
A lot of these.
No.
No.
He's dead.
Cool. That's a good start. Got rid of one of them. So we're going to go the Hydra first into the Huskard there. So 3s to hit. Cocked on that one. And that one's cocked. And I cocked that dice again against the freaking wall. 3s. And then 3s to wound. 3. -1 damage 1 over here.
5 ups, so it's still in here. Passes 1, takes 2, and then 5 ups.
No, so
Just takes 2 wounds.
Takes 2 more. Cool. So Pirate's going to go into him as well. They're all in range, so the Sergeant's going to hit on a 4, +1 to hit. But they're not getting +1 to hit due to unit size, so he hits on a 4 now. And so 1 hit, and the rest hit on 5s. That's not too shabby. That's pretty good actually for 5 to hit, to be fair. And then they all will wound on 3s. Because +1 to wound thanks to the battalion. So it's going to be 5, 6, 7 saves to make on your Huskard. No rends.
4 plus armor.
That's not bad.
And a 5 plus feel no pain. That's alright.
3 more. How many is he taken?
He's taking 9 now.
So we're going to put the chariots into him to get rid of him. So we'll start with the Sergeant hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. So 2 hits. And the other guys with their Ravager Harpoons hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. So that's D3 mortals, and that misses. And then 2s to wound, because you're a monster. And so 4 at -1.
5 ups. I'll make 3 of them.
Cool, so 1 goes through, so that's
2d3 wounds.
2d3 all together for 2.
5 ups. Make them both.
And then we're going to go the Sergeant, so he hits now on 4s with his crossbows. 2 hits. And the rest of them hit on 5s with their crossbows. And then these all wounding on 3s. So 4, no rend, damage 1.
4 ups. I'll make 1.
And then 5 ups.
And I'll save another one. So he's on 11.
And he's pretty hurt. Hydra might be able to deal with him. And now let's go into combat. We're going to start with the Free Guild General on... Oh, first of all, we're going to do some charges first, actually. So we're going to do a charge. These Corsairs here are going to charge. So let's see what they get. They get 3, 1. We're going to spend a command point on that. And then 4, 5. So that's going to get them in on a 5. Alright, so first one, I'm going to go with the Free Guild General on Griffin into this Huskard. So let's start with, and you know what, we're going to use a command point. So we're going to use a couple of command points here. I'm going to put the extra attack from the Scourge Privateer, the Fleet Master, on them. So they're going to have 2 attacks each. And then I'm going to put reroll 1s to hit on him. So that drops me down to 1 command point. Just in case these guys get beat up pretty bad, I've got a command point to spend. So 3s to hit with him. Watch me absolutely fail. Oh no, they all hit. So wasted reroll 1 so far.
-1.
-1.
Because of the...
Yep. So that won't. And then 2s to wound. 2. -2.
6 ups. Damage.
One of them was a 6 actually, so I've got another wound. No. So 2d3. 3 and 4. So 4. 6 ups.
Oh, look at that.
2. So another 2 damage on him. So then we've got the razor sharp beak. 1 hit. 1 wound, -1, damage 2. Go through, so 2 damage. No, so 2 more. And then I've got to get these through. So 3s. Rerolling 1s.
-1, by the way.
-1, so only 1 gets through. I'm not going to kill him. Wounds though, -1, damage 2.
5 passes.
Passes. Your turn to go, sir.
Alright, so
Cool, so to start with, we've used the command point to allow this Stonehorn here to attack at his top profile into the Hydra. He is -1 to wound though. Let's remember that. So,
so 3 attacks with punches and kicks.
Yep.
3s.
1
and 4s.
-1.
No negative.
No.
-1 to hit. Sorry, yeah, no 5.
Yeah.
Yep,
1 wound.
Good. Never mind. 6 attacks with the horns. These are hitting on 3 because of his artifact. 6 is a mortal.
Yep. So 1 mortal. And then 4 hits. So
You're hitting on, wounding on 3s now because of the negative. So
and that pays off. Gets 1 less
through.
through. 1 at -2, so it's going to be a 6-up save for the Hydra. Doesn't make it.
And it's 3 damage.
3 damage, so he's taken 4 from that. So 6s. Takes all 4. Anything else to come?
D6 crushing hooves attacks.
Yep. So D6 crushing hooves.
5.
Rolled consistent 5s on them all game so far.
So hitting on 3s.
All hit.
1 mortal.
Yep. And
wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 3s.
3s now, yep, sorry.
Oh, it makes a difference.
-1 on all 4.
So these are 5-ups. Oh, save 2. 3. Oh.
And they are D3 each. So it's 1d3.
1. So I'm going to take 2 damage from that in total because of the mortal wound as well. So 6-ups. No. So I'm going to take 6 damage, which puts me on taking 10. So I'm alive. Well, we might as well go to the Pirates next because you have nothing else there to go. So we'll go to the Pirates. I'll work out their attacks and come back because this has got a bit of piling in work to do here. So we're going to go with the Scourge Privateers next into the Thundertusk Beast Riders. So we are hitting on 4s. This because +1 from unit size, -1 from the Thundertusk. So it puts us back to our 4s. And we'll come back with how many that is. Cool. So we got probably about half of them through. And now 4s to wound, because normally the crossbows are 5 to wounds in combat, but because he's a monster and the battalion, I get 4s. So that's not too shabby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 all together. So 12 armor saves, no rends.
Oh shit, sorry, got that one.
The Beast Riders.
4 ups.
Oh, that's not too shabby.
But because he's within an inch of terrain.
Yeah, he's going to get a 6-up. Still, not shabby. A couple of 6s. That's still okay. That's 7 wounds. That's 7 wounds. That's decent.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
That's okay with that. Now it's your turn to pick someone. Doesn't really matter now who you pick.
It's going to have to be one of the Thundertusks, isn't it? So
might as well do the one. Is he going to kill the general? We'll do that because that's the interesting one.
All right, cool.
So 3 attacks with punches and kicks.
Hitting on 3s.
-1.
Hitting on 4s. Winning on 4s.
Cool.
Alright, so no rend.
No rend. 3 up. Saved.
And Colossal Tusks, they are going to be hitting on 4s because they're -1.
1 goes through.
And they're going to wound on 4s. Goes through at -1.
-1. 4 up. Fine. So I've got my Hydra up next. We're going to go the Hydra next. He's pretty damaged. So 2 attacks. 4s to hit. No. Ouch, that's going to be bad. 2 attacks. 3s to hit. 1. And 3 to wound. Nothing. All right, it's all up to the handlers. 4s. They can't do it. 4s. Nothing. Hydra does nothing. So we're going to the last Thundertusk here. Who's he attacking? General or the unit?
I'm going to go into the unit.
Into the unit?
Yeah,
cool.
I'll probably regret this later.
No worries. Well, so
6 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Yep, no negatives now. Turns out I don't need negatives on them.
4s. So 2 with no rend.
2 at no rend, so 5 ups. Saved 1 of them. Damage 1.
Just 1, nothing else.
So it's nothing, so it's just going to be 1 dead pirate so far.
And then 4 attacks with the Colossal Tusks, hitting on 3s.
All hit.
Wounding on 3s. Just barely.
2.
-1.
So 5 ups. 6 ups, sorry. No, failed both of them.
2d3 damage.
So 3, 4, 5 are going to die in total. Cool. And that'll be the end of combat. So the privateers, the only way I'm going to lose one is if I roll a 6, which I don't, so they're fine. And that's the end of Battle Shock. We're now going to go into the priority roll. Where am I? I'm going to use my fancy orange dice in reverence of my dead Charybdis. I got a 1.
I got a 3.
That, I think we can... yeah, this is not going to be good. We'll come back and we'll work out some stuff because this might be game time here. And so that is going to be game. It's getting pretty late in the night for us as well, but worked out well. We're going to call it here, mainly because that Thunder Tusk there just goes around. He doesn't even need to fight me, and he caps that objective. This one here, it's still up for grabs. I can make him a primary, but he could still easily get it. At that point, even without scoring that, he's just going to be on way too many victory points because I cannot get to his backfield now. There's no possible way for me to catch. Like I said, it's getting late in the night for us, but we're going to call it here. It's been a fun battle. That double turn has probably sealed it for the Beast Claw. I probably still have a little bit of fight left in me and can kill some stuff, but yeah, getting a bit late in the night, so we're going to call it here. It's going to be a victory to the Ogor Mawtribes. Good game, man.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll now do a after battle report chat. All right, so that's the battle report. Sorry we called it a little bit early, but getting late in the night, as mentioned here for us. But was a good game nonetheless to play. I really do like that scenario. It's really fun. But yeah, what do you think? That was your first time playing that scenario?
I love the scenario. I'm spewing. I missed it at CDGT not so long ago. This was great fun. I had a ball.
Yeah. I mean, ogres are always fun to play against. I love playing against ogres. They come in, they play a proper game of Warhammer against you. There were definitely some things that definitely did not go both of our ways. I mean, you should have killed that first unit of privateers first turn. They should have been dead.
Yeah, I'm terrible rolling on those stone horns all game.
I mean, but then my General and Griffin probably should have dealt with your Huskard as well. I mean, the 3 1s on his roll, he just did not roll well. He got 1 6 out of like 4 combat phases with his incandescent rage blades, so that was a little bit disappointing. At least should have got another 1, maybe another 2. Magic, I think definitely probably the biggest turning point in that game was you getting the double and I did not have any of my buffs up. There was no negative to hits on your army. If fast protection was on that big unit at the front there, you probably wouldn't have chewed through them anywhere near as much, especially considering how badly you rolled in that turn.
Yeah, no, because what did you fail? You failed fast protection, the alternative to Mystic Shield and Mystic Shield on that squad. They just got nothing.
Yeah. It was not a good turn. And yeah, you getting the double turn after that just compounded my own inability to get my spells off. Which, like, it's not to blame of the double turn, it's completely to the fact that I didn't get spells off, and the double turn just compounded that fact. Otherwise, there were some things. The chariots were a little bit underwhelming that game. They didn't really get much going.
Yeah, my Thunder Tusks were not something that appeals. I like the Huskard. The Beast Rider's just not worth my time, I don't think.
Yeah. It was cool, though. I got my Vitriolic Spray kill off. I mean, that's always awesome to see when Vitriolic Spray and then the Corsairs just come up and light it up with crossbows. That thing was well dead. It would have been like a close game if I had got a double turn. I'm not sure I could have actually pulled it back if I had got the double turn even then, because like I just had to chew through probably too much. You pushed me back too much. I maybe should have been more aggressive on my end, but we'll see how we go. I've got a brand new Scourge Privateer army coming, which is going to have 9 of those chariots and a whole bunch of new Corsairs, some new sort of tech in that. And we'll get painting that brand new army up when it comes in.
Yeah, it's worth another game.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I enjoyed that battalion because I can take 1,200 points of privateers, which is what I'm all about, and then throw in some other stuff. I've really been enjoying 2,500 point games lately as well. They've been a ton of fun to play the last
Just
two.
a bit more flexibility in what you can take. You don't have to limit yourself to just the standard heroes that everybody takes from your army kind of thing.
Yeah.
Except you play Scourge Privateers. So.
I'm going to go one hero option. Yeah. What can I say? I almost took an Anvil of Apotheosis hero. I'm actually trying to take that in some battle reports in the future. Take some, because I've got some cool old Dark Elf models and old Cities models that I might use in the army. So we'll see how that goes. But thanks for coming around. Thanks for having a game.
No worries.
Always good.
Yeah.
No worries. And we'll see you all again real soon, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.